Okay, I am going to give a puppy a bath. This is Millie. She is going home today, so I'm going to give her a nice little bath, get her smelling good before she goes home today. Isn't she so cute? Her little eyes just look like a teddy bear. I love her. So, okay, so the first thing I want to do is have a little treat sitting by. Sometimes I use cheese or just kind of whatever I have on hand to give her. Now, some puppies won't even take a treat because they're just a little nervous about what's happening, and some of them will eat it the whole time. I also have a really cool little, one of those sticky lick mats that stick to when I'm in the tub, but my husband is working on the bathroom downstairs right now, so it is not usable, so I actually don't usually use the kitchen sink, but that's what we're doing today. So I'm just using cheese, and she's taking it because that's yummy stuff, isn't it? That's yummy stuff. So I just want it to be a good experience. I mean, they're not going to love it no matter what, but they tolerate it, and that's okay. They'll get used to it the more you do it. So I like to look and clean their eyes. They get a lot of that little gooey stuff in the corner of their eyes, so that's something that I always clean out first. And I don't have all of. Now, one thing you definitely need is a metal comb. You will use this a lot. I always link these on my supply list to families. I have gotten them on Amazon. I also get them from my groomer sometimes. But I use this often. I use it for even to comb out leaves and debris from the yard. Or sometimes when I'm just holding the puppies and they don't necessarily need brushed, it still just gets them used to being combed and being groomed, and all of those things are good because you're desensitizing them. So that's totally normal. Don't wait till it's time to go to the groomer before you brush or comb your dog. That's something you want to do often with them. Now, when our puppies go home, of course, they can't have a grooming appointment yet because they're not fully vaccinated. So at 15 weeks, after they have finished their vaccinations, then you can go ahead and start a grooming appointment. I tell my families, even if you don't necessarily think they need a haircut, go ahead and schedule it so that they can get used to being groomed. Groomers will do what's called a sanitary cut. They'll trim the little area around their bottom and trim their nails and trim the hair around their eyes usually. So it just gets them used to going to the groomer while they're still a puppy. Don't wait until they really need a haircut, months down the road before you schedule them. Plus, a lot of groomers take a while to get in with. So you want to probably go ahead and get on the schedule on a groomer that you like. Okay, I think I talked enough. I'll just go ahead and get right to it. Okay, good girl. Good girl. Now there's that back area where their booties are needs cleaned well because all this fur they have, of course, makes things stick. Something is going on with our water pressure in the house, and I'm not getting near as much good water pressure as I should. It's a little irritating, but that's okay. I guess that's why my husband is downstairs with the entire toilet taken out on the floor, and he does not look to be a happy camper at the moment, so I'm just not going to complain at all. I could be doing what he's doing, which would be way worse. Okay, so I'm using just warm water, like to get her covered. Now, in our bathtub, I also have a detachable sprayer, which is nice for puppies. If you have that in your shower or bath, that works well. Okay, that's a good girl. She's doing so good. She's not even trying to escape. Well, not yet. I spoke too soon. That was fun. I also usually use the poultry shampoo. It's from the same company that we get their food, and I love it. It lathers really well. It smells good. It's very gentle on their skin. I am out of it, and I'm expecting a shipment. It should come this afternoon, actually. So usually when I'm out of it, I will go to TJ Maxx and grab something with limited ingredients, and it usually works okay too. There's also one on Amazon, on my Amazon list. I have it linked on my Amazon store, and it is called Buddy, and it smells really good too. They have a lavender one, comes with a little spray that you can spray on their skin. Now, I also use this metal comb to scrape things off their booty area. Oh, where are you going? You escaping? She's like, I am out of here. So make sure nothing is stuck. And I try to trim especially the really furry ones down there before they go home, so kind of helps out their families not getting stuck. Obviously, I will sanitize these very well before I'm using them on the other puppies. Okay, you're doing such a good job. Such a good job. And get their paws really good. And get your belly. Can you see her? You're doing such a good job, Millie. Such a good job. Okay. You scrub-a-dub-dub. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Yes, that's a good girl. Okay, I used to tell the kids when I gave them baths, look up at the sky. Look up at the sky. Close your eyes. Good girl. Wow, I think she might like bath time. Now, Millie is actually going home to a family that already has a puppy from us from the same mom. So she will be going home to live with Teddy, who will be her brother. He might not know what he's about to be in for, but he's a good boy. I think they'll be the best of friends before long. Right, Millie? You're gonna have a big brother looking out for you when you get home. That is always the biggest compliment to my breeding program when a family comes back for a second one. That really makes me feel good knowing that they wanted to come back to me and that they were happy with their puppy. And of course, I try to give the best. I try to give good customer service, you know, give good communication, always be available for questions or concerns. And I tell families, even if I don't know the answer, because, you know, there's always going to be new things that come up with each litter. I learn something new. So if I don't know the answer, I will do my best to find it, or find them the resources that they need. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you nice and clean now? I think you are. I think you are. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze her off a little bit before I get her up here and she gets me soaking wet. You did so good. Such a good girl. I also like to clean their ears. Golden Doodles, unfortunately, are prone to getting ear infections because of those floppy ears. So you want to clean them about every week or so. Just make that part of your grooming routine. I mean, is that not the cutest little duck puppy you've ever seen? Good job. I like to hold them close for a little while and make them feel nice and secure after bath time. You did such a good job. You sure did. Okay. I really like, again, this is a Paltry product. They have some really great products. So this is the ear wash. Now this comes as a set if you order it. It has an ear wash and then it also has the ear dry. So it's important when you're cleaning their ears that you don't get water down inside of them and that you want to keep it dry. This is my first time doing this part on camera, so I'm going to do the best that I can.